तो NHAI के जो गेस्ट हाउस है उसमें मैं मौजूद हूँ इस वक्त, और यहाँ देखिए ये 4 मई यानी कि 4 और 5 मई के दरमियानी रात यहाँ कौन कौन रुका था इस गेस्ट हाउस में, ये है अनुराग यादव। ये अनुराग यादव का ये मोबाइल नंबर है 9693464488, 12:40 PM, यानी कि 4 मई की 12:40 रात में ये यहाँ पर एंट्री इसका किया गया है। और ये सब कुछ यहाँ पर अनुराग यादव का साइन किया हुआ है। 440 टोकन नंबर 440। रुकिए 1 मिनट, क्या बात है बताइए। और कौन है यहाँ पर अनुराग यादव के साथ? यहाँ सीना, संजीव जी।
बिना इंचार्ज के पूछ हम नहीं बता सकते कुछ भी।
आप हमको दिखा नहीं सकते हैं कौन यहाँ पे रुके थे? 4 और 5 मई को कितने लोग रुके थे यहाँ?
मैं नहीं था सर यहाँ।
आप कौन हैं यहाँ पर? अनुराग यादव की बुकिंग किसने की थी? आप क्या हैं, गार्ड हैं यहाँ?
नहीं।
हाँ,
हम बेहतर हैं। बेहतर है।
अच्छा, ये जो 440 टोकन नंबर अनुराग यादव जो लिखा हुआ है, इसके पास गए थे आप वेटर?
हम लोग तो उतना आइडिया नहीं है सर, हम लोग तो चिंते नहीं नाम से किसी को, बस हम लोग सर्विस करते हैं, हम लोग बेहतर हैं,
सिर्फ सर्विस
करते हैं।
तो आप हैं यहाँ के इंचार्ज? हाँ, क्या नाम है आपका?
हेलो हेलो सर, ये मीडिया वाले आए हुए हैं, ऐसे घुस के बिना देख रहे हैं मीडिया से। मीडिया वाले आए हुए हैं, ऐसे आके रजिस्टर देख रहे हैं। ये मैं उधर खाना खा रहा था, ये आके घुस के यहाँ बैठाया था, अब घुस के खा रहे हैं, यही कर रहे हैं। जो रजिस्टर था वो देख रहे हैं। पता आके ऐसे घुस के रंजन यहीं बैठा हुआ तो नीचे ऐसे देख रहे हैं लोग। अभी मैं अंदर से आया।
मेरी बात कराइए। मेरी बात कराइए उनसे। कौन है?
लीजिए, बात करने के लिए बोले, बात कीजिए ना।
हेलो, कौन बोल रहे हैं सर? अच्छा, तो हमको कुछ जानकारी चाहिए कि 4 मई को कौन कौन लोग यहाँ रुके हुए थे। कुछ नाम है मेरे पास, उस नाम में से कौन कौन लोग यहाँ रुके हुए थे? नहीं, तो हम तो इनसे पूछे कि ज़रा दिखाइए। तो अब तो ये ले लिए हमारे हाथ से रजिस्टर, तो ज़रा हमको देखना था उसमें कौन कौन लोग रुके हुए हैं। नहीं तो आप मीडिया को नहीं दिखा सकते हैं? अच्छा, ये बात है। नहीं, ये तो सामान्य है, गेस्ट हाउस है, सरकारी गेस्ट हाउस है, यहाँ कौन कौन ठहरा था वो तो मतलब हम जान ही सकते हैं ना आपसे। किन से बात करनी होगी सर? किन से बात करनी होगी? ऊपर? अच्छा, ठीक है, थैंक यू।
Hello and welcome. You are watching News 9 Live. We're continuing with the latest on the NEET 2024 with our very own Exposé. I'm Krishnakumar. The NEET 2024 controversy began with grace marks. We here at News 9 Live were the first to take it up. Soon enough, the Supreme Court of India cracked down upon it and ordered a retest for those who were awarded those grace marks. The specter of paper leak was there right from the beginning, even back then. And we here at News 9 Live have been raising it again and again and again. India's Education Minister Dharmendra Pradhan said eventually that those guilty will be punished. And today, the NEET 2024 controversy is all about that all-important paper leak. And we here at News 9 are taking it up all over again. And we have an exclusive to share with our viewers. Here we go. According to our sources, NEET candidates spent an entire night memorizing the answers to the NEET question paper for 2024 at the NHAI guest house. Not just that, sources tell us that a room was allotted on the recommendation of a minister. In this particular case, the police have arrested a student named Anurag Yadav who was staying at that guest house with his mother Reena and many other candidates as well. Allegedly, the solver gangs sold the NEET paper for 30 to 35 lakh rupees. The 13 students who were involved in this conspiracy have been already arrested by the Economic Offences Unit or EOU of the Bihar Police. Our sources also got access to the entry register of this guest house of NHAI as proof, in which the entry of Anurag Yadav was registered at 12:40 p.m. on the 4th of May, just a day before the NEET-UG exam for 2024 conducted on the 5th of May. In another development, two officials from the Bihar Economic Offences Unit have left for Delhi to get the original question paper from the NTA, or the National Testing Agency. Remember, the police had earlier asked the National Testing Agency to provide the original question paper so as to compare the same with that of the leaked paper. But the NTA did not provide the original question paper despite 3 reminders. The Bihar Police also discovered burnt question papers and 6 post-dated checks suspected to have been issued to the mafia. The police also found evidence of a demand for over 30 lakh rupees from each candidate for the leaked NEET question paper. Not just that, the Gujarat police has also arrested 5 people on cheating allegations in Godhra. And today, while the hearing of one of the petitions challenging the NEET-UG 2024 results, the Supreme Court of India pulled up the National Testing Agency and said that even if there is 0.001% of negligence on the part of anyone, then it should be thoroughly dealt with. The top court asked the National Testing Agency to think about the plight of the children who are prepared for the exam and act to clear all the doubts surrounding it. The court also told the centre and the NTA to not take petitions filed against the NEET-UG exam as adversarial litigation, and directed both to admit and rectify if there is some mistake in the conduct of the test. The court added that if there is a mistake, then the NTA should admit it and talk about the action that it's going to take. On the political side, members of the Aam Aadmi Party gathered at the Jantar Mantar today to stage a protest against the alleged scam in the 2024 NEET-UG exam. Aam Aadmi Party leaders, MPs, MLAs, councillors and others came together in large numbers to protest against the NEET results controversy. What should happen from here on? That's what we're discussing here tonight. And to do that, we have Dr. Dhruv Chauhan, National Coordinator, IMA Junior Doctors Network, joining us. We also have Advocate Bhavin Vyas, President, Vidyarthi Vidya Suraksha Samiti, joining us from Gujarat. We have Rahil Sheikh, CEO of NEETprep.com with us as well. And we also have Maniswini Naidu, NEET-UG 2024 aspirant. Let me begin with you, Maniswini Naidu. You're seeing all the controversies come out into the open one day after the other. Can you tell us how stressful it is for you at this stage?
Yes, sir. Actually, this is my first drop and my second attempt on NEET. And after studying for 3 years and not getting what I deserve, actually, I got 681 marks and my rank has gone to 8,062. After seeing that result since June 4th onwards, we have been so much in stress and don't know what to do, whether to prepare for NEET again, and many are saying re-NEET exam will be there again. We should start preparing. It's not that easy, sir. I don't know what to do now. Actually, we are so much in stress.
Okay. The one thing I want to ask you is that there are now, investigations into that alleged paper leak. There have already been so many other issues, the grace marks issue, the physics question issue, and then so many, look at that number of people who got from 620 to 720 is up 4 times as compared to last year. Now, there's already so many controversies surrounding it. My simple question to you is that I know this is not an easy choice to make. We all know that. But would you then prefer that this exam is conducted again? What would be the solution that you would want?
Sir, I think re-NEET for everyone would be a bad choice because there are many genuine people who struggle a lot for years and years and achieve these marks. And then again, if the NTA conducts NEET again, they will give so short time. We have to revise everything. We have to prepare for everything. And that's not less syllabus also, sir. We have a huge syllabus to cover within such a small time. So we can't cover everything everything. We can't attempt as we have attempted on May 5th, sir. So I don't think re-NEET would be a good choice for everyone who have prepared a lot and gave their exam on May 5th, sir.
What would you want, Manaswini? Simple question to you. What would you want? Do you want a re-evaluation?
Sir, re-evaluation, I think, and where this paper leak has been more like where this paper leak has been there, they should conduct the NEET again at those places only, sir, not like all over India. Yes, sir.
Okay. Reconduct the NEET only where there have been leaks is the word coming in. Stay with us. Let me take this to Dr. Dhruv Chauhan, National Coordinator, IMA Junior Doctors Network. Dr. Dhruv Chauhan, you heard that from a NEET aspirant. What can we do at this stage when there's more and more evidence that's coming out that there is certainty of a paper leak, at least in Bihar?
Yeah. Firstly, I would like to thank you for raising this issue since the beginning. That I have been watching this channel from the beginning, and you are the only one who is raising it at the starting, and then everybody came forward. Thank you for that. And now coming to the point that what she said regarding the re-NEET at places of the centers. I personally believe, if you ask me, like what should be, I believe that this NEET is not NEET, and therefore the foundation of an exam, which is fraud, which is alleged, which is having suspicion, which is having leaks, not at one place but at multiple places, which is having arrest for the leak of the exam, and the proofs and evidence showing that this exam is not just related to those 1563 candidates, but the scale is bigger. It's just the tip of the iceberg that is being shown. When the Supreme Court is saying the NEET sanctity is affected, when the Supreme Court is saying that there is definitely, if even chances of 0.001% negligence, then NTA should be held accountable. When everybody, all the 24 lakh aspirants, I won't be saying all the 24, but I'm saying the majority of them who want the exam to be conducted in a fair way, I do not understand why NTA is so hesitant to reconduct it. There is definitely some suspicion there. The education minister himself saying that if anything, everybody is doubtful of NTA, and everybody knows that there is something wrong that has happened. Despite all this, despite the entire country outrage, if an agency is not, if an organization, if an NTA is not listening to the people, then who is supporting them? These are the various questions that are coming out. I believe the entire foundation of this exam is suspicious, and hence this should be reconducted at all costs.
Across the board or only in problematic areas?
No, I am not in support of the only problematic areas, because you never know. These are the places where the investigation has revealed. You don't know how many more centers are there until unless the CBI inquiry of this is done.
So Dhruv Chauhan, Dr. Dhruv Chauhan, you are saying that it's time to reconduct the NEET exam for the year 2024 all over again. Stay with us. Let me take the same question across to Advocate Bhavin Vyas, President of Vidyarthi Vidya, Suraksha Samiti. Advocate Bhavin Vyas, what is your take? Do you think that you have to conduct the NEET exam all over again, because that will put all aspirants under another huge round of stress like we have Manaswini telling us?
See, first of all, thing is that education is the most powerful weapon which you can use to change the world. Now here, when this beautiful education has been somehow bitten by the termite of the society, and due to these termites of the society, many of the students have been placed in an immense pressure and in a psychological pressure. For few students and for other few students, the site should not be different. Like if you take test in one center and if you take test in another center, it doesn't work like that. So the best part is from our side is that till the investigation is on, stop the counseling. We also demand today on your network to stop the exam on 23rd for 15,063 students also.
Okay, very clear point being made. Let me take this across to Rahil Sheikh, CEO of NEETPrep.com. Rahil Sheikh, you heard that one is stop the counseling process. Now that there's more and more facts emerging, including our own TV networks, Exposé, putting it out over there, that the cost of that question paper was 30 to 35 lakh rupees. And you have students who are caught between a rock and a hard place, the devil and the deep blue sea. One is if the exam is been spurious, the fundamentals itself has been wrong, it means that you have to reconduct the exam. And if you do that, then it's another huge round of stress and anxiety all over again for the aspirants.
Absolutely. I don't think there's an easy answer here. First of all, I'd like to commiserate with all the students who have been put into this place, because whatever is the outcome of this whole fiasco, it's not going to be something which satisfies everybody. Already, students like Maniswini who are in a place where they've gotten some rank. Maybe Maniswini would have gotten a better score if, let's say, there was no irregularities in the exam. But still, she's okay with whatever her rank is, but she's still asking, okay, the exam should not be conducted across the board. And I totally understand that sentiment. One of the toppers who scored 720 from our website, our platform, NEETPrep.com, called one of our founders today and said, please give us material. Please give me material. I don't know what to do. I'm living in this sea of uncertainty and I don't know what my next steps should be. And all I can imagine is that for these students, for these toppers, for these hardworking candidates, for these future doctors, one thing that they know about is how to study hard. They don't know about the political realities. They don't understand the different forces at play here, all the bodies being involved here, and all they know is how to study hard. It's extremely unfortunate. It breaks my heart that the students have to go through this despite having worked so hard for such a long time. Like Maniswini has worked for 3 years. Many students have worked for 2 years, 1 year, sometimes for more than 3 years as well. And they don't see a resolution at hand, which is the most heartbreaking aspect for me. In terms of what the next step should be, it's not clear whether it should be conducted again or whether it should not be conducted again. Because once again, it's about NTA's claiming that there was no paper leak. In the FAQs that they released last week, they mentioned that it was just a case of cheating / impersonation. They said that, okay, but this was not mass paper leak. And that's where, the uncertainty lies. What really happened and whether there was a mass paper leak, which would mean that there should be a re-examination. But once again, there is not enough clarity. And, hearing all these details about, students having paid such hefty amounts, and which clearly highlights the difference between access for people across different social strata. For a lot of people, 30 lakhs is an unimaginable amount. Whereas for some people, 30 lakh is the cost of admission. They're like, hey, we'll pay that fee if that means guaranteed admission to medical colleges, which is an extremely unfortunate situation to be in.
Maniswini, at this stage, all I can ask you is this. You've seen the fact that there is so much misconduct that has happened when it comes to conducting this NEET 2024 exam. Somebody like you who's worked hard for 3 years, getting 680 is a fabulous score over there. But then, same time, so many others who probably didn't work hard, who probably, bought the question paper, are also getting the same marks as you. Wouldn't you then prefer that, you do this exam again and so that only people like you get through?
Yes, sir. I can write this exam again only if I get enough time to prepare, sir. Otherwise, for those 1,563 members, they gave only 10 days and they're just keeping the exam, sir. Like that, if they reconduct the exam, if they gave only 10 days, it's not possible. It took me 3 years to get that score, sir. How can I rewrite the exam and can get the same score within 10 days, sir? So I think if they want to reconduct the exam, they should give enough time for the exam, sir.
Okay, fair enough. That's a fair point, Dr. Dhruv Chauhan, isn't it? If you want to reconduct NEET 2021, if you want to re-NEET, then you give the students, you give the aspirants enough time and go ahead with it. That seems like a plausible solution.
Yes, definitely. If you have to reconduct the exam, you will have to give sufficient time for the students to prepare. Not just because, they need the time, just also because this entire process, like the students who are messaging me and coming to me regarding this issue, they are saying that this has affected their mental level a lot. But it is creating a lot of mental pressure on them. They do not know after scoring 650, 640, who are genuine marks in comparison to those who have done it fraudulently. Okay, they do not know where they will have to go, what will happen to them. Most of them, when they got their results, celebrated it until unless this controversy about the fraud erupted. So this is very important for them to come out of this phase, to come out of this mental pressure phase when they have faced a lot of trauma due to this exam. This is absolutely not fine for them to be conducted in a very short time. Of course, they will have to get some specific time for the preparation, and definitely this exam should be reconducted.
And some head should roll at NTA. Would you say that, considering what has happened, considering the mental health of all the aspirants, what they've been put through, that is unpardonable.
Absolutely. And the agencies, the people responsible, everybody should be made accountable for this mental health. Everybody, A to Z. Nobody should be spared. And
Okay.
what Supreme Court, what we request Supreme Court to look into the matter is that they should ensure that those who have suffered due to this, those accused people, should not be spared.
Right. Advocate Bhavin Vyas, clearly the overwhelming opinion that is emerging at this stage is that this has gone on for too long. There's too many things wrong with NEET 2024 and that it needs to be conducted again, except that you should bear in mind the mental health of the students, what they've been going through over the last month, what they've been going through over the last couple of weeks, and then give them ample enough time and reconduct this examination. There's no other way of looking at it at this stage.
Yes, very true. Even I want to further take this matter and ask a question to the Home Ministry that up till now, why Home Ministry has not issued any statement regarding the development of the paper leak. Forget about NTA. It is main concern that Home Ministry should come into this action and at least convey to these 24 lakh students who are the aspirants and who are really working hard for their life and to serve the nation further in their future. Why Home Ministry is not coming out and giving any statement regarding that this is what has happened and what not has happened. Here, media or the person who have applied for the petitions are finding out the truth by themselves. No agencies are coming out, and even further, Supreme Court has also stated to NTA that we will allow CBI inquiry if you will not speak it out or if you will not put the things henceforth. Why up till now NTA has not given any information about all these things? Are they going to hide or are they going to cover all these paper leak things? That is also a big question right now. Students, of course, are having ants in their pen. They are nervous, restless, and psychologically pressurized. They are being removed from their rights, and the deceit people are trying, and they are trying to ruin their careers. Like one brilliant student is with us. She has worked hard for 3 years and she has got such a score. See what will happen if an unauthentic person or a person who is not eligible will come and serve the nation. That is a big question here.
Absolutely. Rahil Sheikh, I mean, at the end they were talking about the future doctors of this country. How can those who did not even pass the exam in an authentic way go on to treat people? How can they go on to deal with, life or death situations? It's, mind-boggling. The second thing I want to ask you is that are you also for this fact that at any cost, the counseling should be stopped at this stage? Rahil Sheikh. Rahil, if you can hear us, the question I'm asking you is very simple. Are you also of the opinion, like the rest of us over here, that at the end of the day, right now, whatever happens or not, we need to stop the counseling process because this exam has not been conducted fairly?
Yeah, I'm not so sure about that. I think I'll still wait for the verdict to be out. Supreme Court has said that they have given time till 8th July for NTA to present the results of their investigation, and if Supreme Court is satisfied, then counseling will proceed forward. Because obviously there are costs associated with it, and obviously we have doctors on the panel here as well. they'll tell us that, any delay in this process would mean delay across the board. And, this is not just, at just MBBS level, but it could translate into delays across the board at PG levels as well, where, overworked residents are working hard, making mistakes, which leads to real loss of lives as well. So I don't think the decision is so simple, because it does have a massive impact on a large number of people. So I wouldn't be so cavalier to say that. I think what obviously, which nobody can argue against, is that justice should prevail. And for that, Honorable Supreme Court will have a decision for us very, very soon. And that's
that
what
is the
I'm waiting.
That is the 8th of July. Maniswini Naidu, again, I have only one question to ask you. The way things stand right now, the counselling process is going to continue unabated. Are you in agreement with that?
No, sir. Actually, I think counseling should be stopped, sir, because after counseling, things may not change that much. Because after counseling, few students get allotted in some colleges and they won't accept to take the seats back. And I don't think after counseling we can change so much, sir, because people won't accept to lose their seats after counseling, sir. So I think counseling should be a hold on, sir.
Counseling should be halted is the word coming from Maniswini by Dr. Dhruv Chauhan. So if you were to start looking at the situation, from day one, the National Testing Agency has been denying that there has been absolutely any chance of a paper leak. And today we have evidence upon evidence emerging of a possible paper leak. Be it the first clarification or second clarification, there's been no transparency. Now, it is emerging very clearly that there is something deeply, deeply wrong with the way this test is conducted. And you have at this stage counseling going on as if nothing ever happened, because you have a hearing on the 8th of July at the Supreme Court of India. Yes, we are nobody here to supersede the top court of this country, but something has to be done even before that 8th of July hearing at the Supreme Court of India.
Yeah, firstly, we should not expect anything from NTA, because if the social media would not have exposed this alleged fraud, so nobody would have known about it. They also answered, even in fact, they didn't even tell that there is something like grace marking they are going to give. They didn't tell anybody what they are doing. They were doing everything in a hidden form. So basically, they were keeping people, in a hidden chamber and doing whatever they want. They were allotting marks according to what they want and how they want. And if they were not wrong, why did they cancel those 1563 candidates? Why the Supreme Court found that there is something wrong and suspicious with what NTA has done, or in the way that the exam is conducted? So, from the beginning, the NTA has a role that cannot be denied, the role of hiding the facts. And they are still doing it. They will never accept it, because they are the one who will be held responsible in the end. If the probe is done in a fair manner, they would be responsible.
For that to happen, do you think, we've been talking about this from day one over here, is it time for the CBI to step in for a fair probe?
Absolutely. And as a part of the Indian Medical Association, we have demanded a CBI inquiry in this case since the first day. We have released a press release regarding the same. Okay. And still we are demanding the same.
Still demanding the same. It's time for a CBI inquiry into this NEET 2024 mess. That's the message that's coming in. Dr. Dhruv Chauhan, National Coordinator, IMA, Junior Doctors Network. Thank you so much for taking time to be with us. Advocate Bhavin Vyas, President, Vidyarthi Vidya, Suraksha Samiti. Thank you so much for being with us. Rahil Sheikh, CEO of NEETprep.com. And of course, Maniswini Naidu, NEET 2024 aspirant. Thank you, Maniswini, for being with us and sharing your thoughts and your emotions. We're really hoping the best happens for you. And with that, we've completely run out of time here. But we will keep the fight for justice up here on News 9 Live. But for now, this is Krishnakumar signing off.